You work here? Or?
Yeah. So anytime he mentions that he's a realtor, I'm just gonna cut it from that.
All right, just bleep it and shit.
I was gonna wear my Keller Williams quarter zip. I was like, nah, I ain't gonna wear it.
You better than me. I ain't buy one. None of that shit.
I was wondering too, because like we came up and he was in here. I was like, who the fuck are you in? Like Larry gave him a key. I don't know.
And not you. I'll fuck you. It's loaded?
Oh yeah, we're recording.
All right, cool.
This is so good. I'm such an alcoholic.
Nah, I'm not even gonna lie. There's certain drinks that I'll drink, and I'm like, man, I could just drink all day. Like, I could just drink all day. Jack Daniels is one of them. Like, I could drink Jack all day, for sure.
No, this is definitely my drink. I go to a bar, I need Jack and Coke.
Yeah.
Like dark and Coke.
Grown man over here.
Right. You know, if you throw a lime in there, then it's called a Cuba Libre.
No, the fuck.
It is. Look up a Cuba Libre. It's a Spanish drink. It's literally just whiskey, Coke, and then they throw a wine, some lime in it.
What does that actually mean in English? Like, what's the translation in English?
Why would I know?
Because you don't speak Spanish, right? I forgot.
Fucking what? I ain't here to teach you no new language.
Full-blown Puerto Rican, can't speak a lick of fucking Spanish. Wow.
You want to welcome back the people?
Nah, I like when you do it. Pause.
You see that? You don't be doing it then, Mo. Like, do it, motherfucker.
I don't really like it.
Do it.
I'm the transition, the funny, charismatic one. You're just like the fucking asshole who shows up, doesn't do anything. You don't edit anything.
Yikes! That worked for you. That worked for Larry. For people that don't really know, I gotta make images. Right? I gotta edit the audio, sync it up, and then if it don't make it, like if I don't hit him up in time with everything, he don't even say nothing. He just question mark. I got a text message question mark. I'm like, my bad, bro. I was with the kids, and he goes question mark again. Like it's like, why the fuck should I care?
Yo, first of all, we gotta come up with some sort of like word for when he being sarcastic. Cause you're such a good liar. People are not even gonna know. Anybody watching this shit is gonna be like, damn, Larry's an asshole.
You are an
This
asshole.
man got a family and Larry got his foot on his neck.
Yep.
But anyway,
Go ahead and do it.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Man Cave Podcast. We have the personal fitness trainer, Jay Hicks, in the building. He's also a realtor, but I'm the realtor in this group, so we're just gonna limit it. It's like, no, fuck it with you. Well, thank you for coming on, bro. Thanks for being here with us. And
yeah, it's a nice little special Thanksgiving episode. Get everybody prepared, talk about
fitness
So,
and thickness.
well, okay. So, if you just want to jump into what you do outside of, I guess, real estate.
You gonna bring that up the whole
It's gonna
episode,
be,
ain't
actually,
you?
I'm more interested in the real estate conversation.
So, like I was saying, thanks for having me. I'm Jay. I'm a personal trainer at On Track Fitness in Jenkintown, Pennsylvania. I've been there for about 6 months now, but I've been training for about 3 years. So yeah, that's pretty much what I do outside of real estate.
Awesome. And you told me you're only 21 years old, but you've been doing this for 3 years.
Yep.
So basically, like, this is your life now.
Basically, yeah.
So you was like, became a personal trainer,
Yeah.
and then you was like, I'm also going to do real estate. Because you was just like, fuck it, I'm just going to work for myself 110%.
Well, how it happened was, so I played basketball in college, and I went to IUP, and then I came in touch with one of my good friends now. He's a personal trainer. And it started off as just him like training me, and then over the course of time, we just became close. So then I started going more than once a day to the gym with him.
Okay.
Then I started lingering around after our sessions. I started like helping. Then I started like helping him record and stuff. Then about a year.
Record like his training sessions?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And then like a year after, I kind of just was like, I might as well just, see what I could do. But I was doing it under him.
Right.
And then now I kind of like branched off doing my own thing.
Yeah, Jay sent me this Instagram of one of his homies. I was like, damn, what the fuck y'all trying out for the league? They in there doing these crazy ass drills, bro.
You be doing one of the, you ever see those, like, obviously no sane person would be doing these workouts in the gym.
The Terry Crews Jones.
But they be like, they get like, however amount of like heavy ass chains they throw around them.
Yeah.
Then they get a fucking, the bench and then tie it around their waist. And shit. It's just like shit that you really shouldn't even be lifting.
Word.
And then try to do chin ups and shit.
I mean, like, what you training for? To be a ninja?
If
Like,
you did this, you won. I don't know what else you fucking training for.
whoever his girl cheating with, that's a dead motherfucker.
You just trying to get buff, trying to get brolic.
Yo, so speaking of that, what are like 3 tips that you would give people to stay in shape? Like your top 3.
Definitely staying committed. If you got a goal and you write it out, whatever, however you plant your seed, you gotta follow through with that. It's a commitment for sure. Make a schedule so that way you know, like, all right, boom, this is what I got going on today. This is what I'm trying to fit where I go to the gym or where I'm running or going to the pool,
Right.
something like that. And then also not to overdo anything. Like if you go to the gym for 6 hours, like you overdoing it, you overtraining, you gotta have some time to recover. Like recovery is great. Like I work out 5 times a week. I don't do nothing on the weekends. I don't lift up a single weight. I don't even attempt to go to the gym because your body gotta recover.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
I was wondering what you meant by like overdoing it. And I guess that makes sense because your body's only going to respond to so much stress, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're only going to see but so much results. So for all the dudes who are like, yeah, I'm putting in 10 hours a day, right?
You gotta do what you're gonna do and get out of there.
Right.
Simple as that.
Would you change any one of those, like those 3 tips as we go into the holiday season? As you know, we go into Thanksgiving, then you got Christmas, then you got, New Year's. And those 3 holidays, people are just eating, they're just drinking, you know what I mean? Like they kind of throw it all to the wind. Would you change those 3 tips for that month and a
Absolutely
half?
not. I would say double down on those 3.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely staying committed as number 1 for sure. And then the schedule part, just implement when you're gonna be busy, and then find at least a half hour a day, or however many times you work out a week. Try to work out 30 minutes a day. That's all it takes, honestly. And then the overdo it part, like if you gonna enjoy yourself and you're gonna eat, don't overdo it by going to the gym the next day running 20 miles. Like that's
Trying to overcompensate.
yeah, you trying to get all that back in one. It's not gonna work out like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's valid. It's funny because I'll be telling my fiance the same thing. I'm like, I want to go into the gym, 30 minutes, maybe 45 max, and get the fuck out. She's like, really? That's short.
That's perfect.
Yeah, but I don't like, me personally, I don't like doing cardio. Like outside of swimming or basketball, like I don't like running. That shit is boring to me. But she like incorporates a bunch of different things in her workout, so it makes sense for her to be in there longer. But for me, I want to go in, work on what I want to work on, and get the hell out of there. Yeah. What are like some of your favorite workouts to do? Like what and in addition to that, what were some workouts you started doing and you felt like you started seeing results from that?
So the first part of your question, I like plyometric workouts. It's basically workouts where you jump in a lot.
Yeah, what the hell is that?
I heard that word before. I think it was in algebra though.
My
It was
fucking
geometry or
eyes started
something.
rolling.
Plyometric.
Pyromaniac.
Plyometric. So like I said, I was a college
that one
athlete.
up.
So basketball, you got to do a lot of jumping.
Yeah.
So when I first linked up with Tay, we did a lot of exercises where we getting off the ground, getting off our 2 feet. But as far as like workouts where it's like I started and I just stuck with and I see the most results, definitely core workouts. It's funny because I actually have a core challenge. It's a 30-day challenge where you're doing 500 reps a day.
500 reps a day.
500 reps a day. And my before and after pictures went like crazy, like on Instagram. Because I started off literally with 0. Like I didn't have no type of pack. Not a 1 pack, not a 2 pack. Then in 30 days, you could clearly see I have a 6-pack. And it's like a workout program that I'm selling, like $10. But it's really just pretty much just a challenge. You know, it's to see how far you want to go to, achieve your goals as far as
Where can
getting
people
a
get
6-pack.
the plan?
What is that?
I said, where can people get this workout plan?
Just shoot me a DM. Shoot me a DM 6 and 30. I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
6 and 30.
Maybe we can link something on the page.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, because I'm interested in it for myself. I was actually one of the questions I wanted to ask you was how do people actually get 6-pack abs? Because brother like me, like I like to eat, bro. I'm sorry.
For sure. I eat all the time.
Right.
Boiled chicken. That's what I live.
Yeah, eggs.
But it's all about reps. Like I'm doing 500 reps. I actually I upped it for myself from 500 to 1,000. But I only did that the last week.
Okay.
But But it's all about
That
reps.
sounds like insanity to
Yeah,
me.
Jay gonna be on Black Adam too.
My man trying to be a One Punch Man, boy. Just trying to be a superhero out here.
I'm trying to be on Black Panther.
Yo, but that's a real goal.
Yeah.
Shit.
I'll be an extra as like, you know, the one buff black dude.
Well, they all black and they all buff, I think, but get you in there like light skin, you could be like South African or something. I don't
Yeah.
know how Wakanda would do it.
Some
He snuck in
vibranium
there,
on my neck.
What are some of the challenges that you face when somebody who doesn't work out, has never really worked out ever, they've struggled to work out time and time again, a lot like myself, right? Like I'm a big dude, you know what I mean? And I've struggled with my weight forever. I've tried like intermittent fasting. I've tried, maybe I just count my calories, or just like, just start going to the gym regularly, but nothing ever really lasts. And when you encounter a person like that, how do you keep them motivated? What are some of the challenges that you face? How do you overcome those challenges?
Well, to answer the first part of your question, so for somebody like you got to find what exercises that are fun to you. Like Larry said, cardio, he doesn't like cardio, but he'll play basketball. That's fun to him. So incorporate something like that. I got a buku amount of basketball workouts that I could easily do. Staying hydrated, that's number one. Drink a lot of water. And then getting rest. A lot of people think like we said earlier, like working out for 6 hours a day is what you need to do. No, you're supposed to do what you gotta do, stay hydrated and rest so you get your body time to recover. As far as the second part, so I work in a studio gym. So it's literally just, I'm the only trainer in there. And I control the environment. So with that being said, I like to have my clients feel comfortable. So if I have one client who's there at 6 o'clock, I'll block out that 6 o'clock. Unless they want to, and I encourage bringing a friend. Working out alone it sucks. I ain't gonna lie, it sucks.
Yeah.
So when you have an environment where you feel comfortable in, you're willing to step out of your comfort zone as far as achieving your goals in the gym, especially with a trainer, because now you don't have to think about nothing else but working out. I'm providing the space, I'm providing a workout program. You brought your friend with you, y'all having fun, and then y'all achieving y'all goals at the same time. So it's like,
That's smart.
yeah, for real.
Smart. You make me want to go. Shit.
But I
Y'all
feel
gotta
like the fun is always before the real work comes in. And how do you keep them coming back after like 2 weeks or so where they've had the fun and kind of they're just like over it? Because I feel like that's what happens a lot of times is like they did it and it was like, I just got done work, and the same energy that they had in the beginning isn't the same energy they're going to keep going, because now it's becoming more
A chore almost.
they see it
Going
as a
through the
chore.
motions.
Like they're forcing themselves now and they don't want to go. How do you handle that situation?
You gotta bring the energy. So as far as me having like my own little space, my clients are only gonna, like, if I come in there and I'm a low energy, I'm not really saying too much, I got some boring ass music on, they're gonna come in, they're gonna pick up on that same energy. But if I come in there and I'm like, yo, let's get ready to work, you know what I'm saying? And I always send out a text like 15 minutes to a half hour before they work out, like, yo, come ready to work today. This is what we got going on today. Let's get to work. Let's do it. Let's have some fun. And then as far as like, I guess what you were saying, kind of like plateauing a little bit.
Yeah.
So I always start off small. So like your first session, I'll never kill my clients on their first session. I want them to come back.
Yeah.
But at the same time, no matter what I do the first session, they're going to be sore as hell the next day because their body isn't used to that. So you got to start them off small and then just progressively just keep going up and inclining. And then record that. Record, take pictures, make them record and take pictures of themselves. Because every 2 weeks, my clients get stronger and they see some type of results.
Yeah.
Now, over a span of 3 months, you go from day 1 to day 3 months, like day 90. They're like, oh, snaps. Like, yo, this is where I came. Like, this is where I started from and this is where I'm at right now. I can only imagine the next 3 months.
Yeah.
And you just got to pump them up.
Yeah. I mean, I know a lot about, like, I have a couple of friends who are also like personal trainers, and whenever I try it, I like shoot them a text or whatever. And they always say like, first 12 weeks is the most important, because that's the one where you, like, after you've done those 12 weeks, you're going to see or feel different in some way or another, where it's going to keep you wanting to see or feel more.
Absolutely.
And you're just going to keep pushing yourself.
Absolutely.
But the first 12 weeks, no matter how hard they tell me it is or how important it is the hardest 12 weeks, because it's like you're changing everything about yourself. You're changing the way you think, like in the gym and out of the gym. you plan your schedules around it now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's also a good outlet. Like
Yeah.
a lot of my clients, they come in, first thing I ask them, how you feeling today? I just had a long day at work, yada, yada, yada. All right, well, let's come in here. Let's get this work in. Forget about all that. We in the gym right now. We here to achieve your goals. We trying to get you to be the best version of yourself. So let's just forget about what you got going on outside of the gym. Let's put all that energy into working out today. Let's get better.
This man is a consummate professional. I like.
How do you sell houses? Can you imagine?
Yo, eat a dick.
No, all of that is just like, it just makes sense.
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
you don't, it's some shit that you're not doing it, so you don't think about it. But when you put it in such a way that you just did it, you make it sound easy.
One thing I did learn from selling real estate.
Oh, is that what you do? I never heard that.
Nah, one thing I did learn is that like human beings are not that complicated. Like a lot of what Jay is talking about is like creating structure and motivation for people. And I realized the one thing I did not do when I started working out was taking pictures of myself and recording my progress. Because I used to be skinny as hell. Like girls basically thought I was invisible. And then when I started working out, like I seen a huge difference. Now people randomly just coming up, touching my arms, like, oh, I didn't even know your neck could get thick. Like, I'm like, is this what it takes? But for me, I was just in a bad place. So I was using like workouts and like all of that, like weightlifting stuff as motivation to like get myself out of that rut that I was in. And once I felt good, like I didn't have a motivation anymore. And I didn't have somebody pushing me. So everything you're talking about, like, I'm like, damn, like I should have did this because I would still be kind of like on that track that I was on. So you dropped a lot of gems. I just wanted to give you your credit on
Appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure.
What would you say to people who, I mean, we talked a little bit about staying motivated going into the holiday season, but what about somebody who wants to make the decision now to be like, oh, maybe I should start losing weight or I should start dieting, which I do want to get talking to the conversation of dieting.
Yeah, absolutely.
But for the person that wants to make that decision, like, because I've done it before where I'm like, oh, I look in the mirror or jump on the scale and I'm like, fuck, this is getting a little out of hand. And then I'm like, oh, but it's fucking like Thanksgiving's next week. Like I literally, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I'm not going to start trying to lose
right
weight.
now, yeah.
And then at Thanksgiving, and then I'm like, then we got, then we got a couple weeks. And then I was like, but then we got Christmas and then and everything I know that I'm going to do within the 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I'm going to undo in a week of from Christmas to New Year's of partying, drinking, and eating. Yeah. Like, and then I'm like, maybe I should just fucking wait till January, like all these other fucking people, and be like, New year, new me, kind of shit, right? Yeah. But it's like, what would you say to somebody like that's thinking exactly the way that I'm thinking? Because I think it's a popular way of thinking.
I would say definitely be realistic about the situation at hand. If you decide to start, I think we all could agree that some training is better than no training.
Oh, 100%.
So we can get you in. We can get you committed to 1 day a week. We do some light stuff. Then by the time, all the holidays and stuff pass over, now let's ramp it up a little bit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's simple as that.
Yeah. You see, I'd be like, this is a complex question. He's going to have to answer with like at least 2 essays worth. And he says 4 words. And I'm like, shit, that's fucking that. Yeah, actually.
Well, that's how men talk. Straight to the point.
Yeah. Because like basically what you just said is like, just get the wheels turning right now.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, then we're going to rev the engine and get it moving.
Because a lot of people think like, you know what? Thanksgiving is in a week. I'm not going to start. Christmas coming up. New Year's, January, New Year, new me. Mm-hmm. Nah, let's start right now. We could start tomorrow. We don't got to, I'm not going to have you in the gym for an hour bench pressing 225. Like this is unrealistic. We got to be realistic about every single client that come into my gym. I'm always realistic with their goals.
I like that.
Yeah, I think what we're seeing a lot of right now is, unfortunately, especially like in the Black community, we're seeing a lot of people who.
Here we go. No, I'm joking.
Yo, you're funny as shit. But we're seeing a lot of people like take their health for granted. Like, I think our demographic was one of the most affected from COVID, and it shows like, the foods we eat and you know, the lifestyles that we have, and you know, like how do you help people to have I guess be more committed to like seeing how important fitness is, like because you can say, oh, come to the gym all you want, but it's just like, you know, trying to sell a house. Like if people don't see the value in it, they're not going to do it. So how do you convince people who are like insecure or maybe not so motivated about even working out to, you know, take on this new challenge?
I would say try to be as aspirational as I can.
Okay.
Also trying to be like somewhat relatable
Okay.
to them.
I like both of those answers.
But then again, you also, like I said, you gotta be realistic. So you're being realistic about everything. Hopefully, you know, they'll come around. You know, some people just simply don't care.
Yeah.
You can't force people to care.
That's true.
I know for me, like, I don't want to be able to have to drag my clients to the gym. You know what I'm saying? I want them to want to come to the gym and want to put the work in. You know, most trainers don't want to deal with, oh, if I say you got 3 sets of 10, and they like, I just want to do 2 sets of 5. No, it's not gonna fly. You really gotta be committed. Like that's like the number one thing in the fitness world. You gotta be committed. If you're not committed with yourself, like who else gonna be more committed than you?
Yeah, that's valid.
Yeah, but a lot of the struggle is, like you said, like people give up on themselves easily. They stop having faith in themselves. And I think that's when a personal trainer is so vital, because they're no longer in a point where they can believe in themselves. Mm-hmm. So to have that, you know, external force to believe in them for them is like where that part comes to play. Because like I said, I felt it. What the fuck is the point? You know what I mean? And then it just like that feeling comes and goes. And then you do think maybe you don't care about yourself enough to do what you need to do. And then that's when they kind of go out and find somebody like you to do it for them.
You see, I and that last part I think is exactly the problem, is that nobody can do it for you. Because that what Jay's talking about translates across every possible platform you can think of. Like even in real estate or business, like having an accountability partner helps because you don't want to let your partner down. You don't want to let, you know, your trainer down, whoever it is that's pushing you. If you just want to give up, nobody can stop you from doing that. Yeah. And like one thing I realized from hiring a coach is like, even when I'm like, and this is not for like fitness or anything, but for real estate, I have a coach. And like when I'm feeling shitty or I'm like being hard on myself and down on myself, like my coach is in my corner to be like, listen, let's think about your goal. Like, what are you trying to accomplish? What's your reason for getting out of the bed in the morning? So in that situation, it should be like, you know, like, are you satisfied with how you look? If you are, then what are you working out for? You know, or are you happy with how fast you can run or how far you can run? If you're not, get your ass in the gym, because it's the only way you're going to improve. Yeah. And you got to tie it back to like your whole reason for doing it in the first place. I think that'll solve a lot of people's problems, whether you're talking about going to work or you going to the gym or you know, going to get your hair cut. Like, what the fuck you want to get your hair cut for? Well, because my wife won't love me if I look like shit. Like, all right, well, take your ass to the barbershop.
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah, but George mentioned dieting earlier. And as I said earlier, I feel like that's my biggest roadblock. I feel like the way I eat, it's not like I eat shitty, but I'm inconsistent. Like some days I'll have a whole 2 boxes of Domino's to myself, or like the other day I brought wings to your crib and I damn near ate all of them.
Good.
Pop it. But like, what are some different like dieting tips that you can give people to kind of like help them stay in shape, if anything?
So same thing as like starting to work out. Find what you like that's healthy. Try to implement into your everyday diet. For me, I'm a pescatarian.
Really?
So yeah, I've been a pescatarian since like high school.
Okay.
Like junior year of high school. So
that means you only eat fish, Larry.
What the fuck is up with this generation? Like, how this man pescatarian since high school, fitness trainer since high school. Now he's a real estate mogul at 21. Like,
I told you I was trying to go to the league.
Yeah,
like
you did.
I had a cheesesteak before we played Roman Catholic. And I was moving dumb slow.
Changed his life.
Obviously,
Never had a cheesesteak again after that. Like, And it was a big game too. We played against this is when Jalen Duren was on the team. He just had his NBA debut last night with the Detroit Pistons.
Okay.
So you think that cheesesteak took your chances away? Fuck,
Completely,
bro.
man. I should be in the league right now. Man, cheesesteak.
Shout out to Geno's, right? Yeah, we go drag them. Fuck Geno's.
That's the second time we brought Geno's.
Yeah,
up.
fuck
Just
Geno's.
got some
I'm
nasty ass
from West
cheesesteaks.
Philly. They shut my spot
Nobody
down.
from Philly eat from Geno's.
But no, like dieting is a big part of it. Like I just got back into meal prepping. Like that's like you can't outwork an unhealthy diet. That's number one.
Yikes, that's a big thing.
But at the same time, you have to eat in order to gain. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like if you're not eating, you're not going to gain. But if you eating the wrong stuff, you're not going to benefit from that either.
That's a good point because when I think about it, like even though I don't overeat often, like I end up eating late.
That's bad.
Yeah, like I end up eating like shit that I shouldn't be eating. So I can go to the gym 3 or 4 days a week, but on Friday, Saturday, I feel like I haven't changed anything.
Yeah, and I think that's my biggest thing too. Is like I'll eat in the morning, like because I don't meal prep. I don't do that. Like I literally just wake up and then I go to work, and then I'm like, fuck, I'm starving.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, what the fuck is near me that I need to go get something? And next thing you know, I'm just grabbing a fucking Red Bull and a Snickers because I don't know what else to fucking get.
Exactly.
And that's my breakfast. You know what I mean? Then I don't eat anything until I get home, or I grab like a burger or some shit on on my way, and then that's my day. And then that cycle just repeats because it's just like it. For me, it's like, oh, that it works. I'm eating. I guess I'm not dying, but it's just like you aren't taking care of yourself at all.
At all.
Like for me, I'm very frugal. So like what I do is I play tricks on my brain. Like I'll buy fruit and I gotta eat that or it's gonna go to waste.
Yeah.
So every morning I wake up, brush my teeth, I got bananas and strawberries in there. If I don't eat them Jones by the end of the week, they're gonna be gone. I just wasted $4. So like that's just how I play tricks on my brain like that sometimes to make sure I'm eating and stuff like that.
With dieting, I think dieting has such a
Negative connotation.
negative connotation, but it's also short term. People think I'm just gonna diet, so I can drop 5 pounds, I can drop 10 pounds, and then once they see those pounds drop, the diet's over, and then they just go right back to it.
Back to eating what they was eating.
Dieting, I don't think is what you want to do. You want to change your
way,
whole,
yeah.
your whole view on eating in general.
Yeah.
Because I mean, to make a decision to diet, I think you're just like I said, it's what's the word I'm looking for? Short term is the only way I can think of describing it. But you don't have a healthy relationship with food, and that's the problem.
Well, what most people think is a diet, like only eating healthy. A diet is pretty much just what you eat throughout the course of a day or a week or a month or whatever. You want to implement healthy stuff in that diet or stuff that's going to help you achieve your fitness goals in a diet. That's what that's what you're supposed to be doing when you say, "Oh, I want to go on a diet." What kind of diet? Now you got to figure that out for yourself, and then you just got to implement that stuff.
Another thing I realized is people try to go cold turkey. Like, oh, starting tomorrow, I'm not eating no more red meat. Like, and that works for some people, but like, you can implement things slowly but surely and wean yourself off certain things. Like I've done it in the past. I was like, all right, well, I'm not going to buy soda in my house because I want to stop drinking so much soda.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's kind of worked, except when I go to the bar and I get a Jack and Coke. Like that's like, and then I like, all right, that's my one guilty pleasure. Like I'll do that,
Which is cool.
Right.
But you gotta have good balance too. Like you don't want to just only eat healthy stuff. Like I'll never tell nobody to only eat healthy stuff. I myself, cookies and donuts, don't put them in front of me because I'll eat them, Johns.
And it's funny that you say that because most people that I know that are in that fitness world and take it seriously all say the same thing.
But again, like a lot of people in this industry, like most people think like, oh, he's probably the healthiest person I know because this is what he do on a daily. Nah, I know a handful of trainers and stuff. Like they have to work out or they go and get fat.
Yeah.
Like one of my old heads, Swift, shout out to my old head Swift, like he told me he eat like sour cream and onion chips and Oreos every night, like before he go to bed. Like me and my homie tell you, like, yo, he gotta work out because like he gonna get fat.
That's gonna catch up. Word.
Yeah.
Word. I actually, that's funny as shit because my boy up in Brooklyn, he basically said the same thing. He's like, because he eat crazy. I mean, when I say crazy, I brought that man to Philly one night. Bro, we went and got cheesesteaks. All right, cool. Like, one cheesesteak is good enough. But then like 2 a.m, we was drunk. We went back to the crib. I'm like laying down sleep. I hear my refrigerator opening. My man went in and got more cheesesteaks out the fridge. I'm like, bro, first of all, them Jones is old. And he's like, what? Still eating that shit. I'm like, wow, you're crazy. But no, he got his ass up and went to the gym next day. I guess like you got to know yourself at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
Like that's what it all boils down to. Is if you know you eat crazy, you're gonna have to work out. But like you said earlier, you can't outwork a bad diet. So
Not at all. But if you already, you feel like you comfortable in your own skin,
right.
there's nothing wrong with cheating here and there. Or even, once a day, as long as it's small, don't overdo it. Like I said before, ever overdo it.
The only time I like the healthiest I ever was like right before my wedding. Like that's when I did the intermittent fasting. I was going to the gym regularly. I even went to like the park down the street, make sure that I got some cardio in every now and again. Right. Even like nights where, some invite some of the friends over, get drunk. I'd still wake up at like 9 a.m. and go for a run because it was in my head at that point.
He was committed.
Yeah. And then I got married. I went to the honeymoon. I was like, I don't fucking gotta do
done.
this no more.
I'm done. Secure the bag.
I did it. Yeah.
And because I lost like 25, 30 pounds doing all of that, right?
Shout out to you.
And then I just stopped. And then, gained it back and more. And then it's just like to try to reignite that fire. Oh, man, it's the hardest thing to do,
You needed a new goal. That's what it sounded like.
I guess.
This man's a genius. 2 geniuses sitting at the table.
Appreciate it.
Of course. Well,
And
I definitely meant it.
and a realtor. Who am I talking about?
Hell is hot. Hell is hot. I don't know what it's like for Puerto Ricans, but
Go over there. Trump throwing paper towels. Oh shit. No, I mean, yeah, the new goal is I think what I need, and it's bad because like I got a 2-year-old son and another one on the way, and it should be like, yo, do it for them, which I have had that thought process over and over. I just don't fucking start. I just be tired, bro. I go to work, come home, and then play with him. And then I got a wife that's pregnant. And I'm like, when the fuck am I going to go to the gym?
Yeah.
Like,
you know what? I think
How bad you want it, though?
yeah.
but another thing is like, I'm also doing this, right? So if, obviously, this is going to, we try to find time on a weekly basis to try to record. And then I have to edit the shit. I can find the time. But that's time where I'm not at home with the kids or with my wife. And then it's going to be like, you're never home or you're never with us. And then it's just like, at that point, I'm like, kind of, I don't know what to do. And I don't want to give this up. You know what I mean? So I'm like, whatever, I don't have time to do it. And I guess you can be like, you can work out at home. But then it comes back to like working out by yourself and also not really knowing what you're doing. It's just like, you just don't really.
Well, 2 things. One, you can never give this up. Your fucking contract with me is till 2055.
I didn't have a
Got a
lawyer to
death row
read
contract.
Suge Knight. Nah,
360 dude.
right, exactly. But no, I think you and I have the same problem. Because I feel like my thing I've been telling myself is if I go to the gym, I got to give something else up. But in reality, we should just be going in the morning before anybody gets up. Get it out the way. And if you come back home and take a nap or whatever, you're going to feel better because at least you got the workout in. You don't got to worry about nothing else for the rest of the day.
Absolutely. That comes back to making that schedule. For me, like I do the real estate and then I do the personal training.
Let's look at me and smile. I do the real estate.
So like I
There's
never
a drinking
like,
game in the beginning. I'm gonna be like, how many times do we say real estate or realtor? Take a shot. They're gonna be fucked up by the
mine
end.
right here. But no, like back to what I was saying, like I never like for myself, I still love to play basketball.
Yeah.
I plan on coming out retirement one day, but I never had a chance to like actually get in the gym and stuff. So what I did was I found myself a network of guys that still hoop and stuff, and they hoop every Monday and Friday at 5:30 in the morning. So I make sure I get my ass up and I'm going across the street, LA Fitness. I work out before they get there, and then once it's time to start, I bust their ass real quick, and then I come home, and I make my phone calls for my real estate, and then I go train my clients from 1 to 10. So so Mondays and Fridays is like my busiest days, and then
That's called discipline.
I got this one youngin. I took him under my wing. 14 years old. He got a nice kid. Right now we gotta get his grades right, but I don't shoot the basketball on Thursdays and Wednesdays. That's when I go train him. So it's like I really like I'm trying to keep myself in the gym. I want to do everything that I want to do, but I got to figure out how I'm gonna do it. I just make that schedule. I got to make everything fit.
Who did you invite on this podcast? We got to do
Jesus. This man's
right.
perfect.
We got a dude that he was like, yeah, I'm 21, been a personal trainer for 3 years. Yeah, I'm gonna be I'm trying to do this real estate thing. Have a little more of a conversation. He's like, I'm trying to be the best role model I can to a 14-year-old kid,
Add
and we
NBA
train.
prospect to that list.
And it's just like, yo, who are you, dog? Ain't nobody this good at everything. My man's like, no, I'm just, like, where does that come from?
I think it just comes from my upbringing. Like, everybody around me is all older than me, so like I kind of just take what I see, like what I like from everybody that's older than me, and I just kind of it just fuse into one. Like I have a brother and a cousin. They both play pro ball. They both they showed me some love. They came to my gym. I was able to get some content from them. I have friends in the NBA. So it's like I've always been around. Yeah.
So
I'm surrounded by success. And in the training world, like my old head Swift, he has his own gym. DeAndre Swift, dad, running back for the Lions, he has his own gym. I was in there for 2.5 years, every day from 5 a.m. to 9 at night with my homie Tay. We working out, and I'm helping him work out his clients. So like, I seen the best of the best as far as like what I'm doing in my life right now. So it's like I just want to do what they doing. If they doing something right, clearly I follow in their footsteps.
I'm glad you said that, because one of the questions I had was like, did you have like a coach or a mentor or something when you got into the game? But that shit is a huge win for him, because you don't realize having people who are already doing what you want to do, like show you the way, bro. It's a cheat code, and that's what I try to tell my little brother. Is like, I'm giving you all the game so that you can avoid all of the mistakes, and go straight to where I'm at. You know what I mean? And that's why I think having a trainer is so key if you're struggling to work out, because he can bring you right in and know how to get you to where you're going versus you stumbling through the dark trying to figure it out.
Also is have a trainer that has some personality. Like at my old head gym, there's like 9 different trainers there, but we all talk shit. So it's like it's competition more than it is accountability.
Yeah.
If he benching 225, oh, that's light. I'm about to bench 250. Oh, you about to bench 250? I'm about to bench 315. Now what? You feel what I'm saying? So it's like it's really levels to this.
And it's pushing you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
And I don't like when people talk shit. So it's like it wake me up. It wake me up. Well, I don't like it, but I do like it because it wake me up.
Yeah,
like especially on the court.
drive.
Like I can't wait for somebody to start talking. Oh yeah, I'm ass. All right, bet. Come guard me.
We gonna have to hoot one.
Yeah, I was just about to say, Larry, how good are you? Because Jesus over here going cranky ankles.
Jesus Shuttlesworth.
I'm all right. I'm washed up. I'm retired.
Look, they ain't trying to be humble. They ain't trying to be humble. The man basically say on paper he's perfect. So he's like, yeah, but you know what? I'm just a humble
And
guy.
single,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
just so anybody out there, hit his DMs for other workouts.
Wow. I don't think that man advertising Pilates as a possible workout.
Oh, the right one slide in. Hey.
Yo, so usually what we try to do in like the later half of the episodes is, after we talk about all the like serious stuff and like the real important shit, is we try to like fuck around, maybe talk about something a little lighter. Usually George has like a thought of the day or a question that he likes to pitch to you. So I'm imploring George rather to go ahead and.
I thought you were starting this.
No,
And it was
I don't have.
I actually
I don't
have the question.
I let you, of all things, I let you have this one
Go
thing.
fuck yourself, Larry.
Yeah.
I do have a few. I just want to go through.
Wrote it down.
I always have a bunch in here. Yeah. My brain works mysterious ways. I just got to jot it down with some shit.
I
go
write
through.
stuff down too.
I do have one, and it actually might be perfect for this episode. I wrote this down fucking weeks ago, maybe
Okay.
close to months.
Doctor Strange.
you being so into fitness and everything like that, would you ever date a chick who wasn't?
That's a great question. Cause I was just telling my homies the other day, like, yo, I'm in the gym all the time. I live in the gym. Like, why would I want somebody that's like I need to be able to look at somebody and be like, oh, I could tell she work out. Or at least like somebody that hoop. Like somebody that's like, you know, we could do something other than like go to the movies or, you know what I'm saying? Like we could do something that's not really traditional.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like make it our own.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the older I get, like, yeah, you got to be able to keep up with yourself, like as far as like your looks.
Yeah,
and
but
stuff.
especially because you know how hard it is to maintain it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you put in all this work to maintain it, you want to have the equal amount of work from her, right? Because it should be uniform, right?
And it shows discipline. So it's like, I know you committed to the gym. What else are you committed to? But I know how capable of what type of commitment that you're able to give because you're able to do either, you know, the gym, basketball, whatever it is, you committed to that. And I see how much you are committed to it. So it's like, that's kind of like, you know, that's a little attractive to me.
But she refuses to work out in any gym that you go. She has her gym. She don't want you at that gym. She tells you don't show up. This is my gym.
That's fine.
All right, cool.
He said, I'm better than you anyway.
As long as you get the work done, that's cool with me.
Right.
Take a video. Let me see a PR for the day. I need a pump pic.
Yeah.
Pump pick. Oh, they got nasty language in the fitness world.
No,
Joey.
that's
I
not
need I need a
nasty.
pump pick. You see that butt touching your back? Yo, that's actually a super valid point. And I think the same way. It's like when I before I met my fiance now, I was like, man, I want a girl who's in the gym because I know like if you're dedicated to that, 9 times out of 10 you're dedicated just to your like things in your life in general. Mm-hmm. And of course, like people can be dedicated and not go to the gym, but like it's a good tell for somebody if they go to the gym, chances are they're a disciplined person.
Yeah.
And like I need that from like my partner. You know what I mean? So that was one of the things I was looking for. And I'll be honest, man, I feel bad for people who are like out here looking for like a partner now because I don't think too many people take fitness seriously. Like I know it's popular on Instagram, and you probably know because you're on Instagram posting your workouts and stuff. But
Yeah.
like, I feel like people mostly do it, and they're like, "Oh, I'm a model on IG," but like it needs to be like a wider population of people working out. Me and you included. Maybe we should start going. to the
Yeah,
gym
I was
together.
actually gonna ask because
No,
I
you wasn't.
don't know dead ass because I don't know when you go to the gym, and like I said, like I need to start going to the gym, right? Like I got 2 kids. There's no way I gotta keep going down this fucking rabbit hole because I don't want to be the fat guy who can't play with his fucking kids. You know what I mean? That's always in the back of my head, and it's just like I do want to start changing shit, right? Like last night I had a dream I was running. I woke up out of breath. Like that's how bad it is.
That might be top 5 funniest fucking things you ever said. Top 5.
He woke up sweating.
I said, oh shit, I was running.
Fucking working out. Last
Oh shit. Bro, I be having dreams about taxes is overdue. You having dreams about running?
I'm working out.
That's a nightmare.
So I did want to like hit you up because if there's anybody that's I'm always in constant communication with, is you.
Of course. Why? Because I'm your best friend, right? Go ahead and tell it to the camera so Glenn know.
Who?
Glenn.
I don't know what Glenn.
You know who?
Me? No. I used to when I was like in high school.
No, you didn't.
I did. I
No, you
did.
didn't.
I did.
No, you
I did.
You don't got a hoop bone in your body.
Damn.
That's a little racist because I'm not black.
No.
Oh, because I'm fat. Oh, okay. Now we really showing your true colors, you motherfucker.
George. Fuck you. I don't care. What you got to say, bro?
But no, I don't really like. I don't do anything anymore. Like anything that I do is just at home, or I'm at work, or I'm here, or I'm with my wife and kids. So now, I mean, that I guess is the problem, right? There's like I don't have like you have your basketball and you have your basketball. I feel like a lot of guys have their sport that keeps them motivated, that keeps them doing shit, and I just don't.
Baby steps. Start with your diet.
Oh, that's the worst part. I gotta eat celery and shit.
Some solid.
Fuck. Yo, I'm curious. Do like when you take in new clients, is it mostly men or like mostly women?
Yeah, I was actually gonna bring
A
that
lot
up.
of my
So.
clients are actually female.
And you be stretching them out and stuff.
George.
Yo,
This is the part of the podcast. No, this is the part of the podcast where I allow myself to say anything that I was thinking. So here we are.
These all the clips.
I'm very professional.
Gosh, I'm sure you are.
Yeah, I see a lot of like X videos. It was like a fitness
She was
trainer.
like, I don't know. A lot of my women, females, they recommend me a lot. I'm sure they do.
Yeah, Jay gives me good workouts,
Jay's a
girl.
good-
Go
yeah.
ahead.
No, but go ahead.
No, I have clients who try to cross that line of,
What? Are you serious? I would have never thought women.
but I just like, nah, that's bad for business, you
Right.
know?
100%.
Yeah, well, like how is it like older women that be doing that, or is it just like any age?
Well, I'm 21, so like,
Everybody.
for
like-
everybody older than me.
I guess, but when I say older, I'm talking like
40,
40s and shit like that.
Nah, like 23 to like
Really?
pushing 30, basically.
Okay, that's a lot younger than I thought would be doing some shit like that.
That's about the age range I thought they would be. That's because they see him. He young. He up and coming. He got his real
You know
estate
what?
thing for the
Hey,
50th
that's
time,
facts.
George.
That's
You know what I
facts.
mean?
And if he didn't have that cheesesteak that one time, who knows where he would be?
Shit. Joel Embiid Jr.
So,
Yeah, I'd be on the bench for the Sixers right now on a 10-day.
Shit, that's a good deal.
that's a great deal. Yeah.
I'd be the best bench warmer of all time. Averaging 75 claps a game.
Right. So the men who do come in, like what's usually their, I guess, like motivation? Like what are they saying they're trying to do and why are they trying to do it?
Usually like their wife.
Okay.
Most of my male clients are over 30. I have this one he's for his fitness goals is like health reasons. So like he has blood clots in his legs and stuff. So he's trying to like, prepare for when he's really not able to move as much.
Oh damn.
So he's kind of just staying active at this
Right.
point.
That's kind of intense.
But for the most part, they had like, a special lady in their life. Or they're just like, they used to live in their glory days in high school. Like, I was in high school, I was this person, I was the man in high school. Now I'm, 40 years old and I can't even jump over a crate. So they try to, they use that as motivation. Like, they won't feel like they young again.
Right. Number one way to get a woman is to look good, I would think.
Or it'd be funny. That's why I'm out here telling these jokes.
I don't think about. I don't know.
No, I
Bro,
got
do
one
you know-
client, he told me, I'm trying to get strong enough to lift my girl up. I said, all right, I got you. 100 push-ups right now.
You ain't even ask what they trying to do. Like, you trying to ask what you like. You trying to lift your girl?
I need to be able to throw her over my shoulder. He's like, okay, 100 push-ups.
Like, no, and can we work out in a tight space? I want to pretend that I'm in the shower. Like, bro, you get a little too graphic. Some of y'all gotta relax with y'all fitness goals because it's a little too specific. Just a little bit.
That's funny as shit.
Word.
No, when he told me that, I didn't really ask too many questions. I kind of figured,
Right.
I picked up what he was putting down.
You putting down something.
Are the girls that come up? I mean, obviously you said that some of them try to cross that line, but obviously it's not all of them. Are they also in committed relationships, or do you find that the girls that come to be personal trainer and got kind of stay in shape or get in shape are more single?
I think the only females like clients of mine that I have, like, if they are in a relationship, they're married. And
Okay.
Some of them come with their husband.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause that's his choice, by the way. That's not hers. They was like, "Who is he?" Let me see a picture, and they're like, "Nah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go
So
fucking."
like for the most
just
part,
sit in.
like they're all single. Is unless they're married, they're single.
That's interesting, isn't it?
So I don't even know how to answer that question.
So
You answer.
Or at least they seem like they single to me. And they don't say nothing. They don't say too
you
much.
talking that talk. Okay.
They don't say too much.
We got you. Yo, you've been laughing a lot this episode, bro. You got a lot of shit going on up here, bro. Is this like you trying to compose yourself and not
Bro,
ask
'cause
all
I
the
just
wild
be
ass
like,
questions?
Shit just be popping in my
Yeah.
head, and I'm like, "That's fucking
See,
hilarious."
we're working on George. You're trying to make him more of a serious person. So that's what all of this is boiling down to.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
What's on your mind right now?
No. I just when you said that, I just imagined like them doing the wildest shit, just like doing a full split and being like, "What do you think about this, Jay? Do you like? I've never been able to do. I could do this because of you." and just like hyping you up, and now you telling me you're not gonna play.
JB standing there looking like,
Nah, my
Or she'd be like, I'm a little tight right here. Can you help me? And then you gotta go over there and like push down and shit.
yeah, bro, that's a wild position to be in. I don't know if I would like that. That's like
Have you
borderline
ever had to do
sexual
anything
assault.
like that, where like you have to help them stretch out and shit?
Bro, we might have found a way to motivate men to get jobs in personal fitness. It's like it's like the closest thing to being a gynecologist. Like,
I mean, I help stretch out my clients.
Yeah, you do.
Male or female though, but that's my job. That's my job.
I know.
You know. But as far as like touch, like so a lot of girls, they come to the gym, they want to work out on their lower body. So with that comes is squatting on a barbell rack, and a lot of them aren't that strong, so I have to spot them. So that goes for me. Like I have to stand behind them, like put my arms underneath their arms.
shit.
But I give an ample amount of space, so like they feel comfortable. You know, there's no contact down there whatsoever.
Even when they poking their ass out trying to get lower.
I move further back. You know.
Yo, bro, top 3 men jobs: personal fitness trainer, personal masseuse, gynecologist. There you go. For all the dudes who out there, you're not really satisfied with your love life, those are jobs that you apply
Gynecologist
for.
as a man is crazy. I feel like that shit should be illegal.
Bro,
Bullshit.
do you remember Dr. Love? The young black dude who was pretending to
He was
be
pretending, yeah.
What?
Bro, you
ain't
never
hear about
heard of
that?
that? Bro, he was pretending to be a doctor and giving women advice about their vaginas
He got caught like 3 times. I don't know how he didn't get shut
just
down
kept
the
going
first time.
back
He just
for-
kept going.
and had a booming business at that.
He was getting to it. He was getting to it.
Look that shit up. That shit is crazy. And he looked like a fucking pervert. So
It was like a running meme for like a year.
Yeah.
There's no way you ain't
Hold on,
see
let me
it.
fuck
You gotta see his face.
Let me fucking look that shit the fuck up.
yeah, word.
You said Dr. what? Dr. Love?
Dr. Love. Let me see if I can pull it up. Actually, nah, it's too much going on my laptop. I'm gonna be on somebody's like ban list.
You already on there. Fucking FBI watch
Probably.
list.
I know. The other day I was looking up like how do you start a war with another civilization. So I already know like my shit tapped.
But what goes through your mind to look that up? Like a video game or something?
Nah, I forget what I was doing.
Yeah.
But I was like,
if this dude just showed up and was like, this the bull?
that's him.
Yeah.
That long ass head.
You gotta see his what's it called?
It's like a LinkedIn pic where he got the white coat
Yeah.
on. Yeah, he looks like a fucking creep, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
You gotta
that's
see
crazy.
his headshots.
Yeah, I don't know what I was doing. I was just like, can anybody? I was like pissed with like something that was happening in Europe or something. I was like, can anybody declare war on another country, like a random person? And it was like, well, in order to declare war, you have to be a citizen of such and such country. I
They're
was
like giving you the answer, but also like, what does he
yeah,
want to
like,
know?
what the
this?
fuck is he trying to do? Like,
Larry's like, I feel like people make bombs too easily. Like, how do you make a bomb at home?
hell no. I would never Google that shit.
You watched that Boondocks
Yeah.
episode.
Right. They be kicking your fucking door in. I'm good.
But no, you was about to take us out if you want to do the do. You know what I mean? So what you need to
I
say.
wasn't about to take you nowhere.
I'm off tomorrow. If you're trying to get off tonight,
Shut
you
the
feel me?
fuck up.
Ayo.
Yeah, Jay, I thank you for coming out. By the time this comes out, it'll be Thanksgiving. So I hope you enjoyed your time with your family or your loved ones. I appreciate all of the gems that you dropped out here. Is there anything you want to share with the people, how they can find you in your fitness program?
All social media platforms, J Hicks OZ. For my real estate, J Hicks KW. All social media platforms.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I live for that shit. But yeah, I'm Larry's.
Look at the camera, Larry. Stop fucking
yeah.
looking at me. That's the people.
Is it?
I hope so.
We hit
Wish
50
everybody-
subs this week.
We did.
Yeah, my
That's
boy.
crazy. That's kind of
Yeah.
major. But want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Hope you guys enjoyed it with your peoples. If you ate it, but if you was at home alone and shit, your people probably don't really fuck with you and probably deserve to be.
Shut the fuck up. This is Jay Hicks. This is the Man Cave Podcast. We out of here. Peace. Oh, you going to hell.